I thought he was really good on both ends. I mean, those two guys, like at the end of the game, when you're trying to come back, you're trying to whittle the lead away, they can just kind of get a matchup they like and then, keep you at bay because of their talent level. And, I thought we did a reasonable job defending. I thought our offense was really stagnant.
Brad, what about their defense in the paint? It seemed like their size.
Yeah,
really
I mean,
came
their
into
size is
play.
going to be a factor, and so we can't try to, go through them. You got to go around them. You got to create a better pace about you, and we just didn't. I felt like in the first half we didn't have much pace. We didn't have much movement. We had that one stretch where we had some good cutting and some good playing from the second unit at the end of the first, early second. But other than that, I thought we were, for whatever reason, we were in mud a little bit on offense. I thought we tried to defend. I thought we did what we set out to do defensively. They had a couple nice actions and a couple of nice individual plays. They hit a couple of timely threes, but you're putting so much pressure on yourself if you don't score the ball.
Coach, you talked about it a moment ago, but was their defense very impressive?
Their defense was great.
Yeah.
Their defense was great, but we've got to challenge them better, and we didn't challenge them offensively enough. I thought we were really connected and really locked in defensively as a group. I did not think that was the case on offense, but certainly they play a part in that, and they're a good defensive team.
Were you emotionally spent after 3 high-energy games?
No reason to be. I mean, it's a lot of games left, so I hope not.
Coach, you talked yesterday about the James Young, R.J. Hunter, who was going to get the nod. You said you'd play that by ear. What was the reasoning behind James getting the minutes tonight?
Just because RJ hasn't played in a week and a half, it's a little bit different. And we'll see as time goes on. I thought James did some good things, but again, it may be game to game. It may be different, different guys we want to look at depending on how the other team plays, those type of things.
You mentioned a little bit about kind of going around them instead of through them. I guess what's the best way to approach them when you do? Are you going against size like that?
You gotta cut, you gotta screen, you gotta move, you gotta fly around, you gotta play with the right sense of discipline and knowing who you are and how you can best be effective against their size, length, and athleticism. And and you gotta make open jump shots. That's the one thing that that you're going to get against that size at times is you're going to have some looks. And we just didn't, we didn't ever get into a rhythm of playing well offensively in that game. We got, again, that small spurt at the end of the first quarter. I thought we played really well, early second. And then, I thought for the other 40 minutes we weren't very good offensively.
Coach, with about 5-6 minutes to go, you sat back here.
Hey.
About 5-6 minutes to go, Isaiah sat down. I think the game was still close. Was that a matchup thing more than anything? Obviously, it was 3 for 15, but
What was it? I think it was 12 or 13 at the time.
yeah.
I just felt like I was going to give him a quick breather and see what happens. And I did feel like that, that Evan had done a really good job, and Evan being forced to be guarded by a smaller guy wasn't a bad thing. So we have a game, and sometimes you make those decisions in the middle of the game like that.
Coach, your team is 24th in effective field goal percentage on open shots and actually last on wide open shots. Is that something that concerns you moving forward?
I didn't know that. Thank you for the uplifting stat.
Does it concern you then?
I would say that we've got to knock those down.
Coach, you had touched upon a little while ago about strength, athleticism, those type of things. Playing a Detroit team which has a guy who fits that. Talk a little bit about that game and just what can you take from this one going forward?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to play a lot better than we did tonight to have a chance to win, and that's a good team on their home court and coming off a really tough loss in a game where I thought a lot of the game they outplayed the Clippers and just got some unfortunate breaks at the end. But, hey, if we play like that, it's not, you know, on offense, then we're really going to struggle against anybody. I'm encouraged that we continue to guard and we, you know, played pretty well defensively the whole night. But offensively, we were, you know, we just got to play better.